Hi, my name is Chloe Thompson, and I was producer for Sound of Faith. As producer, I had many jobs. First of all, I was in charge of all the paperwork, so that was cast and crew contracts, making sure we had all the location agreements. I was also in charge of the budget and making sure that I kept up with all the expenses on the project. Then I had a few other roles, like I was in charge of catering, so I made 3 meals a day for about 15 people for a full week. So there's a lot of cooking, a lot of prep work that went into that. And I was also in charge of crafty, so I made sure we had healthy food options like fruits and veggies on set, but also some quick grab and go ideas like granola bars or chips. And then my last job was as background talent coordinator. So I was in charge of emailing all the background, making sure that they knew when they were supposed to show up on set, how they were supposed to dress on set, and answering any questions that they may have.
So much. We're very glad to have you here. Just a few quick things before we get started.
But I think that's the part that I enjoyed, was being able to talk to them and kind of watch them as they learned how film worked and seeing all the work that went into just a 15-minute short film, and that light bulb of, wait, how much work goes into a 2-hour film, and just being able to talk about that with them was pretty great. The main thing that surprised me was really an answered prayer of just how well the crew got together and worked together, and especially living together. I was very nervous about that, and I prayed about it with the Lord of just, please let this go well, because normally you work 12-hour shifts and then you go home and you can decompress, but we didn't have that option because we all lived together. But everyone was just so kind and nice and got along so well that it was just an answered prayer for sure. My favorite scene was probably the worship scene. I think because it didn't feel like we were making a movie, it felt more like we were worshiping the Lord and a movie was being filmed. So just being around all those background talent who were phenomenal and just seeing their love for the Lord as we all sang I Surrender All for 15 plus times, but it never got old, just singing to the Lord, and it was great. The hardest thing was probably 2 things, because we worked very hard over the summer. We got everything done mostly in June and July for a September shoot. And I had a job at the time, and I was working 12, 13-hour shifts and then having to switch gears and focus on this. So I loved the challenge, loved learning that I was capable of doing that. But the hardest part was probably not knowing what to expect in Charlotte. Specifically like the Airbnb, it said it had a full kitchen, like it would have all the appliances. I've had experiences with that in the past where there was just one pot, and it was like, this is not everything that you need. So trying to come prepared with everything and figuring out where the nearest grocery store was so that I could get supplies. I think it would have been great if I had a chance to go down to Charlotte and kind of figure that out, but we filmed in Austin's hometown, which was Denver, North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte, and most of the crews was living in Lynchburg at the time for school. So we had to come up with a plan to transport 10 people down to Charlotte, house them, and feed them for a week, and all do it on a very tight budget, which we managed to do. We found a great Airbnb with 3 bedrooms that had bunk beds, and we could fit all the girls and the guys in separate rooms, and we had a great kitchen that allowed me to make meals the whole week, and yeah. I am excited to see the impact of this film, specifically in Austin's community. He had so many people rally around him, just come out for the day, hold slate, be a background talent, or manage the lights during a worship scene, that I think it's going to be pretty great for everyone to see what seemingly little job they had actually had a huge impact on the final product of the film.